A billionaire associate of the Duchess of York has been accused of bankrolling a sex trafficking ring in a U.S. lawsuit. Trammell Crow, 72, who Sarah Ferguson has reportedly struck up a friendship with, is alleged to have financed the enterprise which led to 2 women being abused. The Texan property tycoon and environmental philanthropist, who is worth £6 billion, is accused of a string of lurid claims in the court papers filed in California. The allegations came as Fergie, 63, tries to rehabilitate her image with a U.S. tour to promote her new novel. In interviews with the American media, she has repeatedly praised her former husband Prince Andrew, who was accused of having sex with a 17-year-old victim of the late pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The Duke of York's association with Epstein, who ran a sex trafficking operation involving underage girls, forced him to retreat from public life and continues to haunt him. The lawsuit was filed by 2 women, Julia Hubbard and Kayla Godinghouse, against Crow and his associates in a court in November. They claimed that the ring was run by a man called Richard Hubbard with the essential financial assistance and influence of Crow. Fergie and Crow are said to have bonded over their shared interest in environmental issues. Their friendship was first reported at the beginning of the month. The lawsuit claims that Crow used force, threats of force, fraud, or coercion to compel Hubbard and Godinghouse to engage in commercial sex acts. The case was filed under laws governing racketeering, and it claims that the defendants conspired together to commit offenses including human trafficking. The women claim that Crow forced the alleged victims to take drugs like Xanax in order to force them to participate in sex acts. It is alleged that Crow was key to the venture's existence and long-running success as he invested in it. The lawsuit states, Crow maintained what he called lingerie rooms in each property he owned, in which he kept a variety of lingerie for female guests to wear, as well as what he called stripper shoes. There are a number of other claims in the legal papers about sex parties and drugs which allegedly involved Crow. In a request to dismiss the case, Crow's lawyer Ken Stone said the plaintiffs were either married or used to be in relationships with the men they were accusing. The document states, plaintiffs attempt to leverage their long-running domestic quarrels into federal human trafficking and racketeering claims as a cynical attempt to extract financial gain from persons who were unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The allegations include that Ms. Hubbard met Crow while she worked at a Dallas gentlemen's club. The motion to dismiss states, Ms. Hubbard alleges that she became close friends with Crow, such that they exchanged text messages. He would allow himself to be photographed with her, and he invited her to attend charity events while she invited him to her modeling events. According to Mr. Stone, there are no allegations that Crow was ever romantically or sexually involved with Ms. Hubbard. The complaint fails to allege any sex trafficking crime against Crow and instead attempts to smear him with allegations concerning his lifestyle, the document states. Mr. Stone writes, "Gossip column fodder does not satisfy legal standards." In a statement, Mr. Stone said the accusations were absurd and blatantly false. He told The Sun, "The story shared by the plaintiffs is upsetting and paints a picture of numerous troubled and broken domestic relationships. We are certain this will be made clear in future legal proceedings." Mr. Stone did not respond to a message for further comment. A spokesman for the Duchess said, "The Duchess has only met Crow once with others to discuss environmental issues." A source close to the Duchess said, "They met on one occasion in his capacity as the organizer of EarthX, the world's biggest environmental gathering, and she was unaware of these allegations." She has no plans to work with Crow or meet him again.